Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement. How you doing? I just felt the inspiration to make a new video. I needed to get my prop here. But today, and thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm very inspired about this. This is a video that has to do with, let's say, interpersonal relationships, which is like one of the most important, if not probably the most important thing that us humans deal with. And in particular, this has to do with how we treat those people that are closest to us. So a friend of mine posted this article, How Negativity Can Kill a Relationship. And it was a long-term study of married couples. Essentially what I found out is that, what it determined over a long period, decades-long study of marriages and relationships, is that the number one thing that destroys relationships is negativity. So here's the key, and this is something that I found very fascinating and very eye-opening. You know, we hear a lot about being positive, like, oh, be positive, you know, how important it is to be positive. A lot of focus is put on being positive with ourselves and, excuse me, even with, obviously with those that are closest to us, our kids, our parents, our spouses, and whatnot. But what's more important, and pay attention here because this is the key, and it makes total sense when you think about it, what's more important than being positive is to not be negative. Because as humans, we have a real bias, and there's studies that have been done about this as well, but we're much more sensitive to negativity. Negativity affects us on a much deeper level than positivity. As an example of that, and I've heard this explained many different ways, throughout the course of any given day, I could get 10 nice things, nice compliments said to me. But I could have one critical thing said to me. One person could say something critical about something I did in the past or whatever. Hard to believe, but yes, it could happen. But the point being that at the end of the day or a week later, I'm much more likely to remember that one criticism than I am to remember the 10 compliments that I got during the course of the day. So, I don't know, I just found it was a very interesting concept that in life, you know, let's say for me as I deal with my kids, how important it is, or more important it is, to not be negative than it is to be Mr. Positive. Because I could say 15 positive, great things to them, but if I'm in a bad mood and I either verbally or even non-verbally communicate to them something negative or something kind of critical or mean, that's going to have a much deeper impact on them than a positive. So I hope that makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me, but sometimes I operate on a little bit different level than your average person. In that, you know, in life, try your best to not be negative, and you don't have to worry so much about being Mr. or Mrs. Positive. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you got something out of it, and have a great day.